Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here from Visualized NZ. I am going to do the eyes closed challenge again. I had plans for what I was going to do for this video, but I am just a complete big bundle of nervous energy that I cannot concentrate. I'm all over the show. So I thought I need to do something. I need to do a video for you guys. But something that I don't need to have to think too much about ahead of time or anything like that. So we're just going to do the eyes closed challenge. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you can craft along with me, and we'll just have a chat as we do this. So first off, my tub here of unfinished bits and pieces that need doing something with. So I'm closing my eyes and just going to go, oh, this feels very thick. What's this? Okay. Well, don't know necessarily that this is inspiring me. It's 2 book pages that are glued together. That's all it is. Okay, maybe what we need to do is a bit of collaging. Maybe that's where my brain is at. This might be a good thing. So let's grab out my glue stick and some papers. Where's my packet? So we'll probably want some book page sort of stuff. Where is it gone? I tell you what, people, I am literally losing my brain right now. I sent multiple messages in the space of the last half hour and so many typos. I was flat tack, just sending higgledy-piggledy. I think I want to go more sort of neutrally, so perhaps not the pink. And just like things were flying out of my fingers, and when I read them back, they didn't even make sense. I'm just in a very, very weird space right now. Yeah, just totally. So I hope this video goes okay. So you may be wondering, of course you will be, why I'm so all over the place at the moment. Certainly took me by surprise, which is why I'm all over the place right now. Is I got a phone call which I missed, and I listened to the message, and then I just became this big bundle of nervous energy. I rang my husband and was pacing up and down as I talked with him, and then I rang my mum and I sat down to talk to my mum, but I was just like rattling off all this stuff, and then I started to come down a little bit, but I still, we've already got some of that, still feel all this nervous energy just rolling around inside me. And it is because I got a call this afternoon from the hospital, and the surgery I've been waiting on for probably around 2 years is now going to be happening. Happening next Friday, the 2nd of June. And I'm freaking out, man. I am so freaking out. I've been wanting it for so long and waiting for it. And now it's here, and I've only got like a week notice, and I haven't prepared any videos ahead. You know, there's all these things running through my head of what I need to do, and it's the recovery that's freaking me out, because I'm going to be non-weight bearing. In case you don't know, if you haven't seen any videos where I've discussed it, my ankle is going to be fused, my right ankle. So I'm going to be not able to walk on it for a minimum of 6 weeks. And then I'll be in a moon boot, and I've got about 6 months of rehab to do. And I just don't know how everything's going to work out. And I'm just freaking out. So maybe collage is exactly where I need to be right now, to try and just settle my nerves, because oh man. That's all I can say is, oh man. You know, when you've waited so long for something, and you've kind of come to terms with it not happening, just, you know, one day it'll happen. It's okay, one day. And one day's finally arrived, and now I do not feel ready at all. Oh gosh. So I'm in all sorts of just state of flux, I guess. My whole insides is doing dances and jigs and roly-polies and whatever else it feels like. It's just nuts. So here we are doing an eyes closed challenge to get out a video without my hair stuck in it, preferably. Yeah. So how's your day going, everybody? Oh goodness. I'm not going to tell you where all these bits come from. I'm just using random scraps and just, yeah, just doing it, just getting this done. And I have no idea what I'm going to do for the videos while I'm away. I would like to have videos to cover the time that I'm away. I'll be in hospital for 5 days after the operation, which is fine, but I obviously won't be doing videos from hospital. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know, people. I really don't know. And I'm sorry if this all sort of comes off as quite hectic and weird, because that is totally the space I'm in right now. I am literally all over the place. And then as I was talking to my mum, my sweet mum, who's just had a tooth pulled today, she's still under the anaesthetic, so she's not feeling too bad, was talking to me like, oh, well, you can get your bag packed. And I was like, what? I haven't even thought about packing a bag for hospital stay. Oh my gosh, I've got to do that too. And I've got to go in for an appointment on the Wednesday beforehand for the pre-admission check. And I've got to take all my medications, all my supplements, all that jazz. And I was like, oh. And then we were going to be staying at my mum's on the night before the surgery, because my appointment was going to be, my pre-admission appointment was going to be the day before. And then when I got the paperwork through by email, they'd already changed that date to the Wednesday, which means there's no point staying overnight because there's a day in between. So the things I've already started putting plans in place for have already like completely fallen apart. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm not used to feeling that way. I'm just in a bit of a state at the moment, and I can't stop talking about it. So I hope I don't bore you, because it's just like, it's huge after such a long wait. And it's as Mum said, it's an even longer wait than that, because I actually injured my ankle I think it's 32 years ago. At least 30 anyway. It's over 30, I know that. It's 31 or 32 years ago. And it was never dealt with at the time. I was pretty much fobbed off by the medical profession. And to the point where I am today, where it's just absolutely awful. And now it's finally being seen to, and I just like can't deal. I can't deal. Oh, does that work? Does that little splash? I think it works. This is slightly yellowy. So yeah, and I think Snuggles is onto how I'm feeling, because she's curled up on the floor right beside me, which she doesn't normally do. So I think she's getting a bit of the nervous vibes that I'm probably sending out, and just wanting to be by her mama. Snuggles is one of our cats, if you're not aware who Snuggles is. So yes, normally she does not curl up at my side on the floor. So yes, I would take my mind off it, guys. I would love to know what you're up to. What are your plans for this coming week or two? Sadly, we were having a social event on the weekend that I'll be in hospital, which was going to be a big mid-year event for my hubby's work. And of course now we won't be going. And I'm sad about missing that because they're always fun. Might put a little bit of this down the bottom as well, just since I've got it over there, just to break up this big bit of map. I shouldn't have done such a big piece, but we'll just layer it up. So yeah, do try and distract me. I don't know if it'll work, but try and just distract me with what fun things you've got coming up, because I think I'm in need of distraction big time. And I've got a digital kit that I wanted to bring out in the next week, and it's like, how can I record all the videos, get the kit done? I'm just screaming on the inside. Don't mind me, folks. Right, so that side's all done. Let's trim off where the overhang is. And I think I'm tempted to just turn this into one big journal card that will fit like in a belly band or something. I'm not sure. Let's have a look at it and see what we think. Is it too big first? Let's grab out a page. There goes my squeaky chair. It would fit under a belly band, but would it be better to make two? Let's make it into two. Then I can decorate two things. Let's back it first. So this is already quite thick with it being 2 book pages glued together. Thicker than what I would normally have them. And this bit of paper is exactly, well, not exactly, but it is the right size. Oh, I've got paint. I was doing painting this morning and I've splattered my ruler. I think that's actually water when I was rinsing my brush. So I got my Patreon video recorded this morning before all this upset, well, not upset, all this nervous energy came to visit me. So that was good. I got that done in a very calm and dignified and sensible way. So now I'm filming this much later in the day than I prefer, because I've just haven't been able to settle. And it's literally, what's the time now? 10 to 5 in late afternoon. And I only found out about 3:30 about the surgery. Yeah, that's all getting stuck up. So let's do it down here. So it's really, really brand new news. Like, it's so new. I'm still reeling. And I can't seem to change the subject. I'm sorry. You just got a mess in me today. So what can I talk about instead? Well, we had a load of firewood delivered today, so that's good. And I normally nowadays can't help putting it away because my ankle, and because my knee is also bad now, because I've been 30 years of limping has meant that my knee on the left side has given up. And so between my ankle and my knee, it becomes too painful to do things like putting wood away in the woodshed on the rough ground, and just a lot of activity really sets me up badly. But hubby's got a really busy day today, and he has to come home and then put away all the firewood. And that's a lot, you know, when he's working full-time on his feet, and then he's got to do the grocery shopping, and he has to pick up the eggs, and he has to do a few other bits and pieces, and then he's got to come home and put the firewood away. I thought, you know, it's so frustrating not to be able to do things like that. I used to do those things. So I went out there and I put as much of it away as I could do before I got too sore, which is great that I got some put away. And I killed a queen wasp that was out hitchhiking on the wood. And I got huge, oh, that's not glued very well. I got huge splinters. And you can't really see where they were, but they went in quite deep. Went in there to there. And then I had this big bunch of splinters sticking out. And then I thought that they'd gone in the opposite way, so I was trying to pull them out, and I was actually pushing them in further. Yeah, I might be able to practice on handling firewood, that's for sure. So that was this morning's adventure. Or did I do it early this afternoon? I might have actually done that after lunch. I thought, yeah, no, I want to help him out and do something so he doesn't feel like he's doing it all alone. And so my ankle's been a bit sore this afternoon, you know, aftermath of having done that. And which is in some ways helpful because, you know, when the phone call came through from the nurse's office saying, you know, was I available for surgery, I might have turned around and said no because I was feeling good, but my ankle's not feeling so good at the moment. So maybe it was a good thing. So that's 8, that's 10. So if we go there, that'll be about 9 centimeters each. Not that it matters if they're different sizes, but let's just go roughly in the middle anyway. Ooh, hard to cut through all those layers. They're going to be nice and sturdy journal cards, that's for sure. So there we've got, managed to get a bit of glue. Oh, there we go. I managed to rub the glue off. Excellent. Right, let's decorate them up, shall we? I'm thinking rounded corners. Oh, gosh. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea because there's a lot of layers to go through. Although it's cutting nicely, it's just taking a bit of effort. So yeah, there's a possibility that there will be gaps in my videos. I will try and get them all done, but we've got like 9 days until my surgery, and one of those days I'm going to have to be out for the pre-admission check. So that brings us down to 8 days to get videos done. I'm just not sure that I'm going to get them done. So if there's gaps, just please don't abandon me. Please, please, please. Just know that I'll be back on deck as and when. Because I thought I'd get a little bit more notice for surgery. But yeah, no, I'm getting just over a week. Yeah, I guess the positive is there's less time to freak out. Like I haven't got a month to freak out and worry and, you know, think about how it's all going to work and all that jazz. No, it's going to be, I'm going to be full on planning and trying to prepare, you know, videos and all that stuff, and getting as much done as I can, and packing my bag, making sure I've got all the clean clothes and all that thing, and then I'll be in there and it'll be done, and then we'll just be out the other side and it will just be recovery. I'm just gluing down the odd little bit here that's not glued entirely properly. My gluing skills obviously have gone out the window with my brain. Right, so rounded corners. Oh, I've got cat fur in my sponge because it ran away on me yesterday under the chair. So, in mind, they won't affect its inking ability. So let's give them a ink up. As Gayle Agostinelli would say, let's ink and think. I don't know that my brain is particularly up to thinking right now, but I still think it's a cool saying. I tend to concentrate on what I'm doing too much that I don't actually do any thinking. My brain doesn't get any space to actually think. Right, so I'm just whipping around them. And so there might be a few videos of just doing things like this, because there's a lot of planning that goes into videos, a lot of preparation work, making sure I've got everything to hand, or what I need is printed out, or whatever. So it might be a case of just doing things like this because it's random, there's no planning thought needed, and it's just working with whatever I've got to hand. So I undoubtedly want to go with a label. And I'm thinking, sort of wanting to stay in the neutral sort of vibe. I could put a flower on. Got this rum label. If that might be fun. I'm sort of going very masculine here, I think, which is probably because I've got a masculine journal coming up that I'm going to be making on Patreon. Well, at least I was going to be making it. That may be delayed a bit. I'm not sure. Where's 12? There's 12. I'll go something like that. Let's just go with it because my brain ain't functioning. It's gone on holiday. Have a sip of my tea before it gets too cold. Probably want to put a bit of book page or something in behind these. Of course. Yeah, so the journal I'm going to be making on Patreon is a masculine journal that I'm going to be making for a New Zealand celebrity. This person does not know that I'm going to be doing it for them, but it's something I've been wanting to do for probably a good year, maybe a year and a half. And so I've been creating a digital kit which will go on Etsy, but the kit is inspired for him. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it, and it's taken me so long to do it. I started it months and months and months ago, so it'll be really good to get it finished up, and I'm so looking forward to making the journal. Completely outside of what I would normally do, I would say. In terms of style, I haven't made a masculine themed journal, so well, that seems a bit pointless, doesn't it? Because we don't get much music there. Which way? That way. That I like better, so we actually get to see some music. I think I'm going to ink this as well. So yeah, so if you're interested to watch that series, do pop along to Patreon and check out, see whether you might want to sign up. No pressure. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I am. In all honesty, that's what it's there for. It's there to help support me as an artist. And it is so super helpful and greatly appreciated. Right, yes, I'm liking that so far, but I'm not going to quite commit to it yet. Let's go horizontal with that bit of music. Just want to take off a little bit of that. And do I mind the, I think I do, the hard edge. Let's just take it down a little bit. Yep, let's go with that. Yeah. Oh, am I calming down? Every now and then I think, oh, I'm settling down. I'm starting to settle down, starting to feel more coherent. And then before I know it, I'm just like, brrr, again. Oh dear. Life. Life in all its wonderfulness. Yes, I like this composition, so I'm definitely going to commit to that. And I think I'll put a label down the bottom. So I've probably got a stack of messages waiting on my phone because I've been conversing with my mum, my husband, my neighbours about feeding the cats, and my good friend who lives in the same town here, who I haven't seen for a wee while because one thing and another, we've both been busy. So I just wanted her to know before, you know, everybody else knew. And I sent that one right before I started recording. So I imagine my phone is lighting up like a Christmas tree, and it would be dinging madly if I hadn't put it on Do Not Disturb. So you'll be pleased that I remembered to do that. Right. Cool. Now this one, does it need, like, I definitely add a label is what I mean. But I'm not sure which order I want things on top. So let's go and see what we might like. Trying to work out how to get everything in frame. So let's have a wee look. I want something fairly sizable for this, I think, but maybe these too big. I don't want the flowers. You could go with an owl though. These are from Shabby Cottage Studio. I quite like that, but is it a little big? It's a vertical one. We don't want vertical. Don't want flowers. This one, that's the same size. We could go the next size down. Here's dragonfly, but I think that's a vertical one as well. So come on, come apart. I actually like that. It kind of matches that. So, and I think I like the size a bit better. Okay, so we're going to go that one. This one, what would I like to do? I'm not entirely sure. We could try this vertical one. No, no, nope. That would be a no. That kind of tickles me. This label says Muncie's Sermons and Lectures, and then we've got a rum label. That kind of tickles me a little bit. Could bring in a little bit of green. There's one here with a stamp on it. No, green doesn't work. Should have known that. The other option, that's too close to the rum, so we don't want an apothecary label. One of these might be nice. Yes, I like that one. So we'll pop this one back. And that's from 9 of Crones, this one here. It's from 9 of Crones. On Etsy, of course. Okay, let's glue this down now. Right, do I want that? What do I want it underneath? No, I think I want them separate. Okay. Need to bring my blue book over closer again. So also tell me, what sort of things send you into a bundle of nervous energy? What kind of throws you for a loop? What sorts of things? I think I'll give this an ink. I'm not sure whether it will do a lot. Oh, it's doing a little bit. Overthinking things. I think I make a decision and then I'm revising it again. Actually, I might pop it right to the edge there, or almost on the edge. I think that helps balance it out. Do I want... I'm feeling like I might want some numbers. It's got a date up there, 1777. Perhaps don't want a pink one. Just frolicking in my little container of numbers. And the one I want, I keep losing. Not too bad. I like that better. Okay, here we go. Oops, sorry about that. That was probably very loud in your ears. Here we go. Now do I want... Oh, I haven't glued this one down yet. Goodness. Totally not with it, am I? And what I was saying was, do I want anything else on this one? But how about we stick down what we've already got first? Right, make sure I put it on the right one. About the middle there. Oh, and that didn't get glued down properly. Gee, my breakaway in hospital, I'm going to be crying out for doing some crafting when I get home, aren't I? I'll be going into withdrawals. My phone's on Do Not Disturb and yet it's saying at me. Oops, sorry. Bit of a gurgle there as my tea went down. Not sure why it did that. Not the gurgle, but my phone. Do I want word or perhaps an... We haven't grabbed the words out, so why not? Let's grab the words out. We may as well. I think this is the wrong colour, but it's just... Yeah, it's too dark. Let's try happiness. Could put it right in the middle of the label. Thinking something like that, and down there maybe. No. This has got green on it, but I actually don't mind it. We could go with, well, we've already got a circle, so maybe not circle. I don't mind the key, but the green is throwing me off a little bit. I'm trying to think where that stamp set is. Let me see. Let me see if I have it in my tub here. If it's not, then I'll have to come up with something else. I'm sorry, realise I'm off camera, but it's the easiest way for me to dig in my stamp bin. Or we might come up with something else while I'm looking. Not having much luck so far. What have we got? We've got a clock. Just wondering about a dragonfly. And no, it is not in this tub. Oh, yes it is. I found it. I found it. So let's stamp it directly onto there. I'm sure I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. Why is it singing at me? I'm not going to check it though. I'm going to ignore it. And I'll probably just make this a short video and make these two cards, journal cards, it for this video. Because really, I'm probably not doing quality content right now. Right, let's just put that, and I've re-inked my ink stamp pad this morning, so it should be nice and dark and juicy. Yes, nice. Okay, and then we're going to put our little happiness down on the corner, and then I better shut that or it was going to dry out all that new ink I've inked it up with. Pop that down there. So we've got sort of a, it's not quite a white, it's an off-white, the creamy music page, the more sort of off-white of the label, and then the creamy page again. So that kind of makes me happy as well. I think that's why it's looking nice to my eye. It's because it's not elements sticking out on their own in terms of colour. And there's, you know, a couple of little patches of blue, bit down here, bit up there. So there we go. We managed to get 2 journal cards done from one piece that was in my unfinished box. I guess that's progress. I guess that's something we can be happy about, and I guess we can be happy that I got anything done at all. And I hope I haven't talked your ears off, because I've just been a blithering mess. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy. I hope you bear with me, and please excuse any craziness that comes from me between now and my surgery, and possibly after. Who knows? Take care, everybody, and I'll just see you in the next video. Bye.